Hello and welcome to Pastor Talk. I'm Barry Davis with the Pastor's Helper, and I just want to talk to you today about a very important topic, and it's about taking some time off for ministry. And I'm not talking about a vacation once a year. I'm talking about every single week. You see, I don't do Mondays. In fact, I take every Monday off for ministry, unless there's an absolute emergency, which obviously sometimes comes up, but most of the time there isn't one. And so I take every single Monday off because I learned very early on that if I didn't take a day off every week completely apart from the church activities, and church people, then I would go absolutely crazy. And I tell some ministers this, and they say, oh, I can't do it, I'm just too busy. But I don't believe them. What they're really saying is that they don't think that the church can function without them. And what it comes down to is a big ego trip. I mean, I'm sorry for my bluntness, but that needs to be said. There are some guys and some gals who absolutely insist they have to type the bulletin. They have to pick out the songs. They have to clean the church. They have to shovel the walkway or sweep it off. Basically, what they're saying is they have to be in charge of everything that the church does. And you know what? The sooner these types of people begin to figure out that the vast majority of these things can be done without their help and without their input, the sooner the church and the minister will be able to function in an unencumbered and a much healthier way. You know what the fact is? The fact is that you need to take time away from the problems, from the pressures, and from the people of the church. You need to pick at least one day every week where you completely divorce yourself from the church and you simply enjoy yourself and your family. Don't go home and say, it's my day off, so I'm going to mow the grass, I'm going to fix the toilet, I'm going to catch up on the honey-do list. Don't do anything that you don't really enjoy doing on that day. Just relax for one day every single week. Now, for those of you who think this is going to put you behind in your work, I've got news for you. You're going to find out that you will accomplish more each week than you've ever accomplished before, because you will be able to face your week from the perspective of a person who is refreshed and ready to charge into work with both guns blazing. Believe me, that's how it works for every single one of us who do this. Now, maybe you'd rather do this on Tuesday, or maybe you'd rather do this on Friday, or whatever. It's completely up to you. But Mondays seem to work best for me, because by the time Sunday evening is over, my brain is a bowl of mush, to say nothing about the rest of me. And this condition seems to last throughout the night and into the next day on Monday. I used to take Tuesdays off, but I found out that on Monday I was so burnt out from the weekend that I wasn't accomplishing much of anything anyway, so I switched to Monday, and that seems to work a lot better for me. It might work different for you on a different day of the week. Maybe your schedule's a little bit different than mine. Whatever day it happens to be, the important thing is that you take that day off. Remember in the creation story? God spent 6 days on creation. And what did he do on the seventh day? He rested. If God takes a day of rest after a hard week of work, don't you need it even more? Don't fool yourself. Don't think it can't be done without you. Take a day off every single week. I know for some of you who are bivocational, this is a little bit more difficult, and you might have to work this out a little bit differently, maybe taking a half day off here and a half day off there or something like that. But whatever you do, take a day off in some way and do nothing that has any connection to the church whatsoever. Thanks for joining me with Pastor Talk for this important topic.